Good morning, everybody. Well, this morning I decided to do another test burn on my stove. I've had it running, about 15 minutes, I guess, and I checked my temp a while ago, and I'm on hot. I got to looking at my digital thermometer gun that I have, and it only goes up to 600 degrees, but when I shoot the top of this stove now, well, it's going to hot, so I know that on the top I'm getting at least 600 out of it, so, and I don't really need much hotter than that. Got a little fan behind it. I'm sitting over here probably 8, 10 foot away from the stove, and that fan, I can feel the heat over here, so that's really going to help in here, I think, move the air off that stove. I know I took temp readings of my wall, and it dropped the temperature down on my wall, and so I know that's going to help a lot. And I shot the ceiling, and heck, it's moving it so it's not getting to the ceiling, so that's what I'm really happy about. But I'm going to test run this sucker, and before it does get cold, that tube that I've got, that extension tube that I've got on there, when I fill that up, I can burn approximately an hour and a half, and that's approximately 4 pounds of pellets in that tube. So I don't know. I thought it would burn a little better than that, or a little slower is what I was hoping. I know that I've had yesterday when I was running it, I closed the door down where I only had like maybe a 1/4 inch gap at the top, letting air in it. Because you close that door, it'll go out because it has no air at all, and I don't have my fresh air hooked into it yet. So once I get my fresh air hooked into it, where I'm pulling it from outside, well, I'll be able to close that door. But I kind of like having that door open anyway, and I'm not worried about anything coming out of the stove because it draws it all towards the back of the burner tube, so I'm not worried about anything coming back into my cabin. So, but I'm real happy with it. It's really working good. I mean, everything on it is doing exactly what I hoped to. This firecock that I've had it on there now for about, I don't know, I burnt the stove 3 or 4 times now, but I'm real happy with the way everything's working on it. So that's all you can do is just keep playing with it. I know every time I fire it up, I'll learn a little something new on it. So it's not hard to start at all. Heck, 5 minutes, it's up and cooking. So I put my cotton balls in my burn basket, rub them in Vaseline or petroleum jelly, and put them in there, and then fill my hopper tube up, and take my little propane torch that I have, and sit down there in my chair and light her up. And she starts out real slow when it starts. It just, you don't think it's ever going to catch, and then the next thing you know, you can hear that rocket sound out of it. So, and it just steadily builds up, and away it goes. I think it's going to work good. I'm happy with it. I know it's easy to, very, very little ash. You know, they say you don't get any ash out of these. Well, I'm getting a little bit of ash, but shoot, it wouldn't fill the bottom of a coffee cup, the ash that I get out of it. But when it gets down and I let that tube burn down, I have more ash at the end because it doesn't have anything to finish burning those pellets up, and they just go to ash in that burn basket, but I think that's just part of it. I mean, I don't have ashes like some of my friends that have wood stoves. Shoot, they're cleaning ash out of their stoves 2 or 3 times a day. This you don't have to, but and I've got a clean out on my flue. I can go out there and take that cap off, and I can see the inside into the inside of my stove up where my burn tube goes back. So, but I can take the top off this, and that's one thing about it. I'm glad that I decided to try this fire caulk because it works. I mean, I don't have any leaks in my stove. My stove's not leaking anywhere, so I'm real happy with that. And my temperature over here on my temp when I started out, on my temperature, I was down between my 50 and 60 degree mark, and heck, I'm already almost back up to 70, so I'm real happy with the way that's working out. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you an update on it. I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.